Hi everybody, welcome back to Ox Talks. It is Friday, November 10th, 2023. Getting a little later start today with this upload. They got kind of messed up. I had some clients come in, meetings went long, and I just didn't have time to film a show earlier. So I just got back from my workout and I wanted to put something up here for you all before dinner. Well, it might be your bedtime depending on where you're at. I had a client come in today asking me to take over a litigation case that the client had filed. It's a breach of contract and fraud matter, and it's supposed to be about a half an hour meeting. It turned out to be an hour and a half, and of course that shifted the whole schedule back. So appreciate you guys watching the show. I appreciate you spreading the message with family and friends, especially those that are pushing back on opening their eyes to what's going on and unfolding with the economy and the consumers. So please subscribe to the channel if you like the content, share it, and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. So I read an article earlier today that was put out by CBS Market Watch, and all the cheerleaders are out right now saying how it's a great time to tap into the equity in your home, that you shouldn't wait to do that because rates are probably going to go higher in 2024, and therefore you want to lock in at a lower rate and seize the opportunity, grab onto that equity while you can. And the article then goes on to explain, a handful of reasons why you should be taking this opportunity. And of course, it's pitched as an opportunity. Look, if you are fortunate enough to own a home, if you are fortunate enough to, even more fortunate to own a home that has some equity, since the pandemic, there's been a huge wealth effect created with equity in people's homes. So if you're one of those people that is fortunate enough to own a home and have equity in the home, I would highly recommend that you not listen to these cheerleaders out there telling you to draw down on the equity of your home to cover other expenses or other purchases. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice here. I'm not giving you legal advice. You need to talk to, your own advisors, your own attorneys about what's best in your given situation. But look, there are very few metrics that would justify, from my perspective, pulling out equity in your home. And what this article said is the simple fact is that if you have equity in your home, it may offer the monetary boost you need. But should you tap into it now or wait for the new year? And it says, if you're going to need your home equity in the near future, it's likely best to access it before 2024. And it says that rates are going up, and it says you can always refinance that debt when the rates come back down. Number one, nobody knows if and when rates are going to come back down anytime soon. Jerome Powell signaled Wednesday that the Fed's going to keep raising the rates. How many times and for how long, nobody knows. So for a advisor to tell you that you should pull a loan out of your home equity right now and borrow against the equity in your home because you can later refinance it at a lower rate, that I don't think is sound advice. What happens if your credit score suffers something, a late fee, or your credit score gets diminished between now and the time that the rates come down? You may not be a candidate to refinance. What happens if the value of your home declines? We've talked about this. In the coming years, there are going to be a massive wave of foreclosures hitting the market. And if they're in your neck of the woods, it's very likely that you're going to lose some of this wealth effect that's been created from this multi-year boom since 2020. And the equity can easily be diminished. So if you borrow that equity now you could be in a situation where you're upside down in your home, meaning you tap into the equity and the value of the home drops below the value of your loan. In that event, you're stuck. If you even wanted to sell your house, you'd have to write a check to the bank to be able to close the escrow and get out from under the debt. So everyone's situation is different, I understand that. But let me go through a few of, and of course, those are the things they don't tell you. What happens if you can't refinance? What happens if the value of the property drops? It's the cheerleaders are always the ones out there saying homes are going to continue to increase in value. It's never going to end. The party's never going to be over. And we saw in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it was 8, 9, and 10. The value of homes dropped precipitously, and in many cases, people were underwater on their properties. So that is something you have to keep in mind. But they say here, one of the reasons why you should tap into home equity is to pay off credit card debt. And they're saying credit card debt interest is so high right now that if you pay off your credit card debt, roll it into your home equity at a lower rate. Again, I'm not giving you legal advice here, but the scenario is this. With credit card debt, it's what's called unsecured debt. It's not secured by any title to your vehicle. It's not secured by title to your home. And your home equity line of credit, if you have one, or pulling equity from your house, that is secured. That is a secured loan. The bank secures the repayment of the loan by having title to your house, a lien against title to your house. If you don't pay off that line of credit or don't make the payments on time, the bank will foreclose your house and take your home. So, how important is your home to you? Is it your castle? Is it your safe space? Is it the place that, you raise your children? Is it the one asset that you have that you can call, an actual asset, something with real value? Why would you jeopardize that? Again, paying off credit card debt, you'd be converting unsecured debt to secured debt. Talk to a legal professional about what that would mean and what the legal impact of that is. Again, the cheerleaders don't tell you that. Next thing they say is, well, increase your earning potential. Pull equity out of your house to start your business, to buy equipment for your business, to capitalize other business needs. I think I addressed this on a prior show. That is a dangerous course of action. I recommend, and one of the themes of this show is starting your own business. I fully support it. But there is risk in starting a business. Many new businesses fail. Again, if you don't try, you're not going to know. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That doesn't mean you should go and tap into, the equity in your home to capitalize your business. Because if the business fails, then you've created yourself a double problem. One is you now have existing debt against your home, which you're having to service on a monthly basis. If you don't, they'll foreclose it. And you have the business that failed, so whatever income you had coming in from the business, that now is gone. So, again, borrowing money from your home to capitalize your business, from my personal perspective, is not a good idea. I've been involved in many legal matters over the years where people have done that, and it doesn't end well. The next reason they give why you should tap into your home equity is to renovate or repair your home. Again, the best way to do this stuff, similar with capitalizing a business, is to just cash flow it. Don't do more repairs or more upgrades to your home than you can afford to pay for out of pocket. Don't start a business and capitalize it or incur more debt than you can afford to come out of pocket. Take baby steps. Do things as you can go. As you can cash flow it. Debt is the root of the evil. And again, all you hear now is people suggesting you take on more debt. It's the worst time to do that. Pulling equity out of your home is taking on more debt. The only time that you're actually receiving the benefit of equity in your home is when you sell your home. And then you're cashing out some money, assuming that what you owed against your home is less than what you sell it for. But borrowing money from the equity is nothing but taking on more debt. They also say, free up money. Oh, this is a good one. To pay for holiday gifts. Free up some money for the holidays. So they're telling you, hey, pull some money out of your house so you can go out and buy a bunch of expensive gifts that nobody cares about, nobody uses, and so you can impress your neighbors. So, again, that's another reason they give that it makes sense to do that. But what happens if you lose a job after you've taken out this line of credit or you've pulled some equity from your home? What happens if an unforeseen medical emergency arises and now you have to cover that expense and you have the additional cost of the additional loan costs for the mortgage? You could find yourself in a really bad situation. And what's at stake? Well, what's at stake is you lose your home and you will be homeless. You will be probably then turned into a renter and paying somebody else's mortgage for them. So these are things that I'd like you to keep in mind. Again, not telling you what to do or what not to do, but open your eyes. Don't just listen to what gets spewed out in the mainstream media. I couldn't believe how much I've seen it lately about, using your home as a piggy bank. I did a show on that a couple weeks ago, but this was a little different element. That these cheerleaders laying out reasons why you have to seize the opportunity now. Don't compromise. What may be your only asset and your only security blanket. With that being said, I'll leave it there. A little shorter video tonight. Let's finish up with the fitness, please. This weekend, if you can, try to get some physical activity in. Go outside and get some walking in. If the climate, your weather around where you're at allows it, jump on the treadmill. Please do some strength training of some sort, sit-ups, push-ups. We talked about this. Maintaining some muscle mass is super important. So I will do my best to get something uploaded over the weekend as well. In the meantime, all of you, please have a safe and healthy Friday evening and weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.